Hello there, this is Kenny from LearnHowToGrowSprouts.com, and I'm going to talk just a few minutes today about how to grow your own alfalfa sprouts, which I believe truly is the easiest, most affordable superfood on the planet. Not just alfalfa seeds, but all different types of sprouts, broccoli sprouts in particular, radish sprouts, wheat sprouts, mung bean sprouts. There are nearly 100 variety of seeds that are perfect for sprouting. But today I want to talk about alfalfa sprouts, and here I've got a couple of different views here. You can see that with a mason jar and cheesecloth and elastic band, that's really all you need to sprout seeds, and I'll talk about that next. But you can see what it looks like before they're sprouted, and then when they're sprouted you can see that they're more of this sort of a look. Now you wouldn't eat alfalfa in its full-grown form, but I'll tell you in its sprouted form, it's sweet. It's got a very sweet flavor, and I like it way more than lettuce, and certainly it's much more nutritious than lettuce, for example. I just want to call out that these little brown specks there, those are the seed coats or the hulls, and you can actually remove those if you'd like. So here's what you're going to need to sprout alfalfa seeds. You want a quart-sized mason jar, some alfalfa seeds, water. You can use a screen or woven material, old pantyhose even, and a rubber band or string, and a jar lid if you want to do it that way. So this is what it could look like. You can see that in this particular case it's already somewhat sprouted, but you can see that it's got the cheesecloth, the elastic band, very handy to operate in that way. So I'm just going to go through this step by step. So begin by placing 2 to 3 tablespoons of the seeds on a plate carefully. You want to inspect them. If there are any bad seeds or debris in the seed set that you have, you want to remove those first of all. And then you want to prepare the top of the jar by covering it with the woven fabric as we showed up here. You can just cover it that way. And then you want to put the cover secure with a rubber band or a string. And then you cover the seeds with water, and you want to fill it up to a couple of inches above where the seeds rest in the bottom of the jar, and just let it sit there overnight. Okay, it allows the seeds to soak, and that kind of kickstarts the germination process. And then after they soaked overnight, you want to remove the water. You can just tip the jar upside down and allow the water to drain out through the cloth. And you want to make sure that all the water's out. You don't want it to sit in there, or it can cause mold, or the seeds can even rot. So you want to leave the seeds in there. Just let the water just strain out the top. And then you want to roll the container around so that you can distribute the seeds so they have plenty of room to grow. And then they'll grow best in slightly warmer temperatures, so don't put it next to a window or someplace cold, and you don't need direct sunlight, so you can put it in a place where there is no direct sunlight, where it's somewhat warm. And then a couple, 3 times a day, you want to rinse the seeds in the jar with cool water, and at least twice a day. And this is important to just remove any of the disease or toxins that may have accumulated in the jar while it sets up. And if it's any kind of a funky smell develops, you need to rinse it more often. Although I find if you do it 2-3 times a day, and if it's not over 80 degrees, you're going to be fine. And then you want to continue doing that for 4 to 5 days, and the sprouts they'll start to grow. In fact, they expand by 10 times their size over the course of those 4 to 5 days. And again, it can be 2 to 3 inches in length when they're ready to be harvested. And then give them a good rinse and shake away any excess water. Spread the sprouts out on a tray or plate. You do that in the sun. Only takes a few minutes or so. That allows the leaves to turn greener, pulls in some of that chlorophyll and enzymes to become activated. And now they're ready to use. And again, there's all kinds of recipes. It could be in salads, sandwiches, soups, dips, whatever you want. And if you want to go to my website at LearnHowToGrowSprouts.com, I give you a lot more ideas about this. In fact, there's a video course if you want to participate in that can help. So that's what it looks like. And you can start a new jar every couple of days, and it'll be ready when the previous jar when you've consumed it, and then you've got the next one ready to go. Just a couple of other ideas here. You want to make sure you use really pure water, distilled water or filtered water. And it is nice to, as I mentioned earlier, to remove the seed coats. They can be a little bit bitter, so you can just take all the sprouts and put them in the bottom of a pot of water and let those seed coats just float to the top, and then you can just scoop them off with a strainer with a spoon. All right, that is a quick view on how to grow alfalfa sprouts, and you're going to learn a whole lot more over at learnhowtogrowsprouts.com. And so I hope to see you over there. You can sign in for my free email course. And this is Kenny signing off. I'll talk to you soon.